Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we're coming out on the other side of the anniversary. Things will start to slow down a little bit. We'll kind of get into the normal year's content, you know, outside of the major celebrations and stuff like that. So I need to finish up some videos that I never got to do, you know, because things were so busy, including looking at the EZA for this Super BUU. Now, there's a couple of things about Super BUU which I guess are a little bit different from about 2 months ago when Super BUU came out. I'm recording this on March 17th, and BUU got his EZA on January 18th. So yeah, it's been about exactly 2 months. I think the team in which we'll use Super BUU on, which is this, we're looking a little bit better, I would say, right? I could maybe even get rid of 17 and bring Evil 21 in here. Like we'll see what I end up doing. Or maybe like 16, 17, 18, bring in Evil 21. That might be a good idea. But remember that these attribute EZAs, they can guard if you have a bunch of other type characters like them, which, especially with this guy's EZA, that's going to help this BUU quite a bit, right? Like, he's going to be a lot better with that BUU Tanks having EZA. BUU Tanks, of course, is very good. One of the top, probably 3 or 4 best villains in the game, probably top 3. So that's going to be really good. In terms of build, I did give this guy a cheeky additional build. I regretted it heavily. I used him in a couple of videos in Supreme Battle Spectacle and stuff like that, and I could tell you guys without a doubt that this is not the correct way to build this guy. There are, you know, people don't like to hear it, but some characters do have right and wrong builds. This BUU, you are not getting enough value from the additional to make up for the fact that this guy is likely just going to get blown into hell. Like, the dodge build is going to be the best avenue towards successful runs with this character on the team. And this character can be really good with the impact he has on BUU Tank / Buuhan. And I love what LR Bully Line Lemo and the attribute EZAs have, where when we fall below an HP threshold, we can change the full field of orbs, get those, and thus get like a full heal. I think that that ability is very busted and very good. So, you know, I could see you could get away with running this guy, and he'll be very impactful in Supreme Battle Spectacle fights. Android 21 herself, you know, she is the only 200% leader for this BUU. She is much better in the Supreme Battle Spectacle content compared to how she was against like Fusion, Red Zone, Zamasu, and stuff like that. So let's jump in. Let's see how Super BUU is going to perform here. All right, here we are in an event. We're in the Supreme Battle Spectacle fighting Resurrection F, Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. So let's just go over some of the basics that our BUU is going to be doing here. So he gives physical types 3 key 10% attack and defense. He gives extreme physical types 50% attack and defense. So he is still supporting 17 right here, for example. He randomly will change one like type key sphere into physical. He gets 50% attack and defense for each key sphere obtained. Then another 20% attack and defense and a 10% chance to crit for physical key spheres. If there's another 2 extreme class allies in the team, he changes all key spheres to physical key spheres if HP is below 50%. And then if there's another 3 physical characters, we get the guard for 4 turns. All right, so only 4 keys or 5 key spheres right there. We're at 431 with guard. Yeah, it's not really enough in kind of like the environment of the game right now, right? It's not really enough. We do have 17 support up too. Remember, 17 gives a lot of support. The link set for BUU here, we have Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Infinite Regeneration, Fear and Faith while standing tall, and Shattering the Limit. All right, let's see how we do. I think if this Blue Goku supered right away, like, he could do damage to us. And well, we're going to find out. Okay. I don't know what his super attack effect is. Hopefully it's not annoying for the showcase. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going to need a little bit more than like 5 orbs. I mean, guard is good, but... All right, now we did heal some of that off, though. So BUU does have a strong super attack effect, which is why I gave him full additional build. And notice we didn't get it right there, unfortunately. But Super BUU gets 30% attack and defense, and then he recovers 20% HP when he supers. So like that, you know, here's the thing. Super BUU next to Buuhan, I mean, it's unreal amounts of HP regeneration that we're going to be able to do, which is going to be really nice. But the attribute EZAs, they're characters that can be utilized in these fights, but it's just like you're going to have to be a little bit careful with it. Like, they're not like... How do I say it? Like we can use the attribute EZA characters, but in January, like, they were like slot 1 gods, devastating fusions. I'm also in some of these bosses. Obviously, you know, they've dropped down a little bit. The guard ability, which we could get for them, only does last for the first 4 turns. In the previous meta, that was very good, but obviously right now, not really so much. When we're fighting, you know, Blue Gogeta, it's going to be super deep into the fight. All right, here, hold this game on counter. Nice. It's going to be super deep in the fight when we fight, like, Blue Gogeta or a lot of these other, you know, anniversary-style bosses. So that is something I think that is very important to keep in mind. All right, well... Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, again, these attribute EZA characters, they are definitely still solid. Like, they're usable characters. Like, I don't want to pretend like these characters are zeros. They're not really able to be used very effectively or anything like that. It's just that, like, what they were capable of doing pre-anniversary, we're not really able to still do that post-anniversary, is sort of the way to say that, I guess. But, you know, Boo can still help out LR Buhan a lot, and LR Buhan is a monster, and Android 21's team is pretty good, so. Alright, we have a lot more orbs this time. We can go ahead and transform these two here. I see no reason not to just go ahead and do this, sure. Now, LR Buhan does have the capability of surviving most of these big boss hits and attacks and stuff like that, even in a bad situation, let alone a great situation like he's in right here. I mean, this is like basically as good as it could get for Buhan, sort of. But remember, see, so he's like that. Remember on his second turn after his barrage of super attacks, he'd be looking even better. Let's keep Boo in slot 1 though, just to see. 477, yeah, because this turn, we don't have 17 on the rotation at this time. It's crazy. Yeah, Super Boo, the biggest difference between the attribute EZA characters really is mostly just their super attack effect and links. No crit right there? Wasn't that we got 9 physical, wasn't that a 90% chance to crit and we failed? Am I crazy? We got 9 physical orbs, right? That's a 90% chance to crit and we failed. Okay. Sure, man. Whatever. Well, it's fine. All right, so Buhan's going to do his thing. He's obviously very good. And Super Boo making this guy better. Remember, that's part of the showcase. Sometimes I feel like showcasing support characters can be a little bit hard. Like, it's easy to showcase LR Broly, because LR Broly transforms and he does 50 bajillion damage attacks. And, you know, everyone could go, oh, that looks pretty good. And then if a boss supers him, typically he tanks it really well and people go, oh, that looks very good. But like with a support character like this, sometimes it's not quite as easy to notice the big time effects that they're going to have. We could easily die on this rotation, I think. Let's hope that we don't. All right, let's go. Let's hope we don't die. On this next turn, too, I probably want to... Oh, we do have to... We're good. How many attacks are aimed at 17? He's fully built up, but he doesn't have his damage reduction up. We do need to get Majin Buu's ability in here. 21 might keep us from getting it, unfortunately. Let's see. So we have to be below 50% HP. I want to get him changing the full field of orbs at least once in the video. We do have to get that in here. Now, we should be good. I think we're going to get it right here. Awesome. This is going to be good. Now, BUU, again, if BUU was a little bit better, if he was Kabe or Kid Gohan, BUU right now would be able to easily, I think, live the super attack, a super attack from Vegeta. But, unfortunately, he doesn't have the super good abilities. No, we just healed so much. Oh, come on. The healing is so crazy. Damn it. All right, I'm going to get this rotation right here. And then I'll probably just come back once we could, you know, show BUU's healing ability, which is pretty good. Okay, so we'll be able to get 10 orbs right here. So, again, we're going to have an 80% chance to crit right here. This is going to be a decent rotation for Buhan. Hopefully Buhan will get some crits and stuff like that. Yeah, see, 600k defense with no other defensive mechanics is not really super crazy with 10 orbs. That's where, again, Kabe or Int Kid Gohan, you know, or maybe STR hit, or, you know, the super attack effects are the differences. BUU, like, it is nice to get that healing, but, I mean, if I wanted to be super serious here, I would say BUU could maybe get 50% attack and defense for 3 turns or something, and I think he would have been a lot better just for something like that. All right, we'll come back. We've kind of, like, seen, like, the numbers and stuff like that. You know, this is a real setup. We're not, you know, this is a juice setup that we could run for Super BUU, but this is also, like, a legitimate team. So we'll come back once we can actually get that, you know, HP, like, orb-changing mechanic. I guess we can go ahead and grab 21's active skill animation in here. Sure, why not? Alright, this is something that can occur. I realize we should probably get this in here. And that's what happens when we don't have a ton of orbs. Okay. This is one of them dark turns right here. Let's see what happens. Oh, one thing that's good, though, is that Buhan is going to attack break Vegeta, so that's one less attack aimed at Super BUU for us to deal with. That's good. That's good. If Vegeta... This Vegeta, I guess, I mean, he slowed us down a little bit because he keeps stunning characters, right? Like, if he's going to keep supering right away and stunning characters, I mean, that's going to be slot when characters can't damage. Yeah, they are a little reliant on their orbs, so if we don't have orbs for BUU... Okay, we did finally double super. It is, thinking about it, though, like, if he would double super, that would be 40% HP he would regenerate. Yeah, I wish we had a dodge build right about there. Okay. Let me just get that last ability where orb changes and we'll be done here. Alright guys, I'm finding a lot of difficulties in getting below this HP threshold. It's tough. It's tough. Sometimes things, like, it's not as easy just on command to do it as we'd like, but it's fine. 734k defense, okay, that's pretty much the highest we've seen. I just need to be under 50% HP with a turn where Super BUU is there. We have not yet done that successfully even one time. We will be able to get this. I'll just be patient, and we'll be able to show it. There's BUU. Remember, that was a guaranteed crit right there. 10 physical orbs, and BUU is, of course, guaranteed critting, which is pretty good. So, all right, I'll just want to get this rotation in since there was a lot of orbs and stuff like that. I'll go ahead and come back. Hopefully we can get this, you know, field of orb change soon. I would like to get it in the video, and then we can finish up. All right, guys. I was having real difficulties. But this game forgot who I was. Forgot about my knowledge. My Dokkan Encyclopedia history knowledge. This fight, the STR Rose Goku Black fight. Yes, there we go. This isn't really great in terms of links, though. God damn it. I mean, I would like to potentially see this next to BUU Tanks, but Maybe we could give it another try. Yeah, okay, so this is the STR Rose Goku Black Dokkan event stage, where there's a million of those damage pads out there. So, I mean, there we go. So this is what happens when we're below 50% HP. We'll change the full field of orbs. Remember that, so that means he's getting the massive stats times 23, which is, what is it exactly? It's 70% attack and defense times 23, because he's getting the full field of orbs. He's going to be guaranteed critting. You know, depending upon the team build we're running, we would then be guaranteed guarding and stuff like that too. If, you know, so like that can be a pretty effective turn. Some of the attribute EZAs are going to be a lot stronger even without the guard up, such as Kabe or Kid Gohan, maybe hit if it's a long fight. But there we go. That ability right there, I do think, like, getting it on command in a showcase, like, these types of HP conditions can be frustrating for a showcase, man. I've talked about it a lot. But, you know, in a fight, it's very valuable to have Broly, Chi, and Lemma with that ability up, or one of these attribute EZAs who, you know, that kind of, like, reset. Those reset abilities are so strong in real difficult content. So, there we go. There was the EZA 50% Super BUU. Alright guys, so this was the EZA Super BUU here. The attribute EZA 50% BUU. So let's go and take a look at what BUU has got to offer for us. So this is Dimension Breaking Roar, BUU Super BUU. Leader skill, extreme physical type, key 4 and 150% of stats. Again, that is very good when it comes to Battlefield. These guys are great for Battlefield. Super attack effect super attack is Vice Shout, and then the effect is 30% attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and then 20% HP regen. 20% HP is a lot, and the reason I initially went additional on this guy, I think I probably had additional on him before he EZA'd, so I probably didn't want to go too crazy, because at the time we didn't know, you know, how we were getting equips, and equips are still very difficult to come by, so you know, I understand why I did that, but certainly after using him in some 9th anniversary fights and stuff like that, I do think dodge will be better. But the 20% HP regen is really good. I mean, combo that with Android 21's healing and Buhan's healing, and it's like, if we can live attacks, we can't die. Like, a boss is not going to slowly whittle us down with all the HP regen on the team. BUU's passive is Evil Shout, which gives physical key 3 and 10% attack and defense. Which is good, so that'll hit super physical characters. Then he gives 50% attack and defense for extreme physical, so he's giving 60% stats to extreme physical characters. For LR EZA Buhan, that is huge. He randomly changes a type key sphere into a physical key sphere. He gets 50% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, then an additional 20% attack and defense, and 10% chance to crit if it's a physical key sphere. So 10 physical orbs gives us 100% chance to crit. He changes all key spheres to physical key spheres if HP is 50% or less, and there's another 2 extreme class allies on the team. Very easy condition. And then finally, he guards for the first 4 turns if there's 3 or more physical type allies on the team. On the team he's on, that's not really that tough of a restriction either. Link set is Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Infinite Regeneration, Fear and Faith, While Standing Tall, and Shattering Limit. Some good links for the team. It would be better if he had big bad bosses, of course, but his link set does work well. Some of the Android 21s and stuff like that. I mean, that's going to be more HP regeneration at the start of turn 2 with Metamorphosis. And then BUU's, 12 key multiplier is 145%. It's actually slightly higher than we would typically see from this type of character. Wait, do they might all have that, the 145. I forget. I mean, I guess I could double check real quick. And then finally, the categories for BUU. So he's here on the Majin Buu Saga category team. I would expect we will probably see some kind of big Majin Buu Saga celebration coming up. There's a lot of Buu Saga characters coming, you know, that could potentially EZA. It's possible. This is the Transformation Boost category that he, of course, is a part of right there. There's also the Artificial Life Form category. This is the one thing you guys know. I did utilize him quite a bit in those missions. And yeah, all the attribute EZAs, they all have 145% for their 12 key multiplier. They're all the same like that. Okay. Yeah, the artificial life form mission against Beast Gohan. I think this BUU was on my winning run, wasn't he? I think he did perform pretty terribly, but I mean, he was still on the winning run, right? So there's that. I think he was. And then there's also the Majin Power category team. He's also on Power Absorption right here. Kind of a little... I guess this could be a good leader skill at some point down the line, potentially. He's also on Heavenly Events, this goofy-ass category. Yeah, sure, Heavenly Events. He's also over here on the Sworn Enemy category. And then finally, BUU is here on the Worldwide Chaos category. So, let me know what you guys think of the EZA 50% Super BUU. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.